Welcome back to Radical and Relevant, where we're exploring the genius of the gospel and looking each day for a word, a phrase, or an idea to anchor the gospel into our day as we go out into this noisy, busy world. Today we're reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verses 1 through 11. But Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. Early in the morning, he came again to the temple. All the people came to him, and he sat down and taught them. The scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman who had been caught in adultery, and placing her in his midst, they said to him, "Teacher, this woman has been caught in the act of adultery. Now in the law of Moses commanded us to stone such. What do you say about her?" This they said to test him, that they might have some charge to bring against him. Jesus bent down and wrote with his finger on the ground. And as they continued to ask him, he stood up and said to them, "That he who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone at her." And once more he bent down and wrote with his finger on the ground. But when they heard it, they went away, one by one, beginning with the eldest. And Jesus was left alone with the woman standing before him. Jesus looked up at her and said, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" She said, "No one, Lord." And Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Jumps out at you today. I'm always fascinated with Jesus writing in the dirt with his finger. We don't have any of Jesus' writings. This might have been some of his only writings, and they were blown away with the next wind. And you can't help but wonder, like, what was he writing? And how was what he was writing affecting those who were accusing the woman and trying to condemn her, to stone her to death? What sort of examination of conscience was brought upon those men in that moment that they just crawl away and sort of like a cowardly just disappear? And so at one moment they're all full of bluster and the law of Moses this, and then because our own sins, they humble us, right? Our own sins, they quiet us. They quiet us, they humble us, they put us in a place of reflection. And so anytime we're judging somebody, especially judging somebody harshly, good time to reflect on our own sins, which will quiet us, which will humble us. Have an amazing day. Remember, be bold, be Catholic.